Wasn't the only thing to hit the upstate hard. Heavy rainfall forced the floodgates to open in Oconee County. Emergency management tells us it's been a long time since they've had to open up those gates, which feeds directly into Lake Kiwi, but they had no other option on Friday. The ground in Oconee County was so saturated, many roads were left impassable. This is a look at where a culvert tunnel failed in Walhalla. Stribling Shoals Road has completely closed off due to that collapse. Westminster also saw its fair share of flooding, and here's what the situation looked like near Yusef's restaurant in Ingalls yesterday. Crews rolled out a pump and to alleviate some of that flooding that stretched across that roadway. We spoke to a man who lived in Oconee County for his entire life. He says he's only seen water levels this high maybe once. Now, we went back to Oconee County today after the National Weather Service confirms straight-line winds passed right through. Fox Carolina's Amber Worley checked in with emergency services there. So, Amber, no one ever wants to see that much water all in one place. How is it looking there today?
Shell, for those who saw just how much water covered the area yesterday, you would be surprised to hear that many areas were dry today. Officials say there is still much work left to be done.
We had exorbitant amount of rain, and unfortunately the rain and drainage system, overwhelmed the drainage system, and so we had roads flooded. We did have some culverts washed out. Some were plugged, some requiring maintenance, washed some roads away. And so we're going to have some repairs over a long period of time.
Work will continue in areas like this. Duck Pond Road and Mountain Creek Road are two of the roads that aren't passable because of large gaps in pavement that were washed away by rising water.
Some areas 7 to 8 inches throughout the morning time frame, and there was just nowhere for the water to go. And so with the lakes full, the river's already full, and the ground saturated, it had to run off somewhere. And unfortunately, it ran off and over top of some roads and did some damage.
Chris Gill, who lives right next to Sartoma Field, was surprised to see this much water filling the park. But today, it had dried out.
Never seen it. I talked to some people that have lived here for 50 years, and they said they've never seen it that bad. They said that was the worst. It floods sometimes, but not like it did yesterday, so it was extensive.
The mayor of Westminster says that it was a team effort to get their area cleaned up so that everyone could continue to enjoy their holiday weekend.
And we had police officers, our fire department volunteers, and then just the community volunteers in general out helping everybody. But I'd say by 4 o'clock yesterday evening, they had everything cleaned up and everybody was headed in. So, I mean, it was a big team effort Sunday. So everything's been washed clean, got the pollen knocked down, and Sunday will come in and it'll be a good day.
The Oconee Joint Regional Sewer Authority says a sewage overflowed Conoross Creek north of its treatment plant yesterday due to a severe flood. They say that there will be signs alerting those who live in the vicinity to avoid the area and the affected waterways until it's cleaned up. People and pets along the creek from Return Road up to Lake Hartwell should avoid contact with the water until further notice. Live in the newsroom, Amber Worthy, the 10 o'clock news.